Today's topic is one that affects millions: social media addiction. We'll dive into the science behind this addiction, explore how it impacts your time, energy, and mental health, and most importantly, how to break free and reclaim control over your life. So, if you're here to improve your English and transform your life, stay with me till the end. Because on this channel, we don't just teach English, we help you grow into the best version of yourself. Every day we bring powerful insights, life lessons, and practical knowledge that push you forward. So hit that subscribe button and let's grow together. Let me ask you this. Do you know how many times the average person checks out their phone in a day? According to research, it's 110 times a day. According to Harmony Healthcare IT, Americans spend an average of 5 hours and 16 minutes per day on their phones. If you're spending 5 hours a day on your phone, think about where that time is going. Most of it is spent on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, or binge watching Netflix. But have you ever stopped to ask, what is this doing to you? Your studies suffer. Your career slows down. Your hobbies disappear. Your dreams get delayed. Your mind weakens, and your focus fades. Now here's the real question. Can you go 1 hour without your phone? For many, the answer is no. Taking the phone away causes stress, frustration, and even anger. This is a real addiction. Can you imagine? Some people check their phones before brushing their teeth. Others bring it to the bathroom. And you know what that costs them? Their health, passions, family time, career, and most importantly, their time, which is a non-renewable resource. And you know what that costs them? Their health, passions, family time, career, and most importantly, their time, which is a non-renewable resource. Why? Because just like an addict craves a hit, social media users crave likes, comments, and notifications. The more time you spend on an app, the more addicted you become. It's an endless dopamine cycle that never ends. You scroll, you feel good, you scroll more, and before you know it, hours of your time have already gone. This is how your life, time, and future are being stolen, one notification at a time. The big problem is that most people realize that when it's too late. This is an issue that most people suffer from. Even your favorite celebrity that you look up to may have this problem. Take Tom Holland, the Spider-Man star, as an example. He once admitted being obsessed with social media. He said that he'd constantly check his phone after posting, feeling anxious and insecure, to avoid wasting his time and making things worse. You know what Tom did? He deleted all social media apps from his phone and went off social media for some time. Before talking about the solutions and how to get out of this endless cycle, we need to understand why people are addicted to social media. Being on social media apps is like entering a jungle. You never know what to expect. There is always new content coming your way. This makes people want to constantly check these platforms to see what's new. This level of unexpectancy makes people fall into what we call FOMO, or the fear of missing out. The fear of missing out on your friend's latest post, the fear of missing out on your favorite celebrity news, and the list goes on and on. The second reason, and that's the most dangerous, is chasing fake dopamine hits. The excessive social media use messes up with the reward system in our brains. Let me explain what I mean by that. The reward area in our brain is supposed to work and be activated once we achieve or accomplish something, like passing an exam, getting good grades, or completing a physical activity. This gives us a sense of happiness and a feeling of pleasure because we have achieved something real. But with social media use, this reward system is hacked. People get cheap dopamine hits after someone likes their post, when someone comments on their picture, or when the notification of a new message comes in. Our brain is supposed to release this chemical we call dopamine after a real accomplishment. But with the excessive use of social media, our brain keeps releasing it when we receive a notification. Because our brain does not enjoy boring activities, whenever we feel bored or depressed, we get into social media looking for these fake dopamine shots. That's when we fall into the addiction trap, because the more we scroll looking for pleasure, the more addicted we become. And this cycle keeps going on and on. Another big issue that few people pay attention to is comparison. On Instagram, for example, everyone seems like they have a great life. People post pictures of their trips, their new cars, the fancy food, and other cute parts of their lives. We start comparing ourselves to others, thinking that we are left behind and that everyone is living their dream life except us. This makes us depressed and bored, so the solution is more scrolling, which leads to more depression and addiction. But let me tell you something. Life on social media is fake. People only show the bright side of their lives. No one shows the ugly side, the struggles and the problems. Our brain does not know the difference between what's real and what's not. So we start that comparison subconsciously without realizing it. This leads to unsatisfaction, depression, and boredom. And to avoid that, we keep scrolling endlessly. The algorithm of these platforms keeps recommending similar content, and before we know it, hours, days, and months of our lives are gone. So now comes the big question. How do you escape? How do you take your life back? Here are 7 powerful steps. Step 1. Realize it's a trap. These platforms don't want you for 10 minutes. They want you for hours. Their profit equals your distraction. So before you pick up your phone, ask, am I using social media or is it using me? Step 2. Turn off notifications. Every ping steals your focus. Studies show it takes 23 minutes to regain focus after a distraction. Turn off notifications for social apps. You don't need to see every like or comment right away. Step 3. Use the 5-second rule. When you feel the urge to check your phone, count backward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then ask, do I really need to open this? This breaks the autopilot habit. Step 4. Set time limits. Track your usage. Let's say you spend 5 hours a day on social media. That's 35 hours a week, 140 hours a month, and 1,680 hours a year. That's 70 full days a year. Use app blockers or set timers. Stick to daily limits, like 30 minutes max. Step 5. Replace social media with real life. Boredom is what pulls people to social apps. So, fill that time with real experiences. Go for a walk. Read a book. Learn a new skill. Call a friend. Exercise. Spend time with family. Real life is way better than screen life. Step 6. Make your phone boring. Colorful apps grab attention. Switch to black and white mode. Hide social media in folders. Log out after each use. These small changes reduce temptation. Step 7. Try a 7-day detox. Delete all social apps for 1 week. Focus on yourself, your goals, your life. After 7 days, you'll feel clearer, calmer, and more in control. Take your life back. Your time is your most valuable resource. If today were your last day, would you be proud of how you've spent it? Would you be happy that you spent hours scrolling? Or would you wish you had lived with purpose? I hope this video will help you to break free from social media addiction. If you find it helpful and want to support us, click on the like button and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.